To get started with BeFunky's graphic designer, you'll first choose whether to start with a blank canvas or a design template. The template library has all the pre-designed, fully customizable templates you need for starting a design. Clicking on the different categories will show you the types of design templates you can choose. You'll find social media templates for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Business marketing templates like business cards and posters. Online advertising templates. And templates for cards and event invitations. Or enter a keyword to find something more specific. Click on any template to load it onto your canvas. You can always return to the template library by clicking the Search Templates button. And if you find a template you love, but the dimensions don't fit your needs, you can use Smart Resize to transform your entire design to a new aspect ratio. This feature resizes and realigns all of your layers, keeping your design intact. Every design template is fully customizable. You can click and drag to rearrange any element, change the text, colors, and so much more. At any point in the design process, you can use the Undo and Redo buttons to undo and redo your actions. And use the History icon to see every action you've made and revert to a previous state. In addition to BeFunky's library of customizable design templates, you also have the option to start with a blank canvas and create your design from scratch. To start, click the Blank Canvas tab in the template library. You can also access this by clicking on the Start with a Blank Canvas button from the Templates section. From here, you can select a blank canvas preset in popular dimensions for Facebook covers, YouTube channel art, and more. Or type in your own custom dimensions. Click the Create button to load your custom design template onto the canvas. To change the background color of your design, click the Customize tab in the menu on the left. You can choose from the color presets, or select the first tile to choose any color you'd like. And you can enter a hex code for a specific color. Use basic shapes to add geometric elements, forming the foundation of your design. Once a shape is added, you can fill it with an image of your choice. Holding Shift allows you to adjust your image inside the shape. You can find more customization options under the Options menu. Next, you might want to add some text layers and customize them to your own creative vision. And finish it off by adding a graphic. Once you've transformed the blank canvas, save it as a project to use it as a custom template for future designs. To swap a photo on your design template, you have a couple methods available. You can click on the image and then click Replace from the Image Properties menu to swap it out with an image stored on your computer. Or go to the Image Manager for more options. Once you're there, you can add photos from your computer, Facebook, or BeFunky account, and drag and drop an image directly into the app. Search our library of over 1 million free stock photos to use in your design project. Just type in a search term and click on any images you'd like to use. You'll find every image you selected has been added to the Image Manager. Once you decide on an image, drag and drop the thumbnail over the existing photo. To add a new image to the template, drag a thumbnail to anywhere on the canvas. Or simply paste an image that's stored in your clipboard by pressing Ctrl or Command V. Sometimes the images in your templates need a little editing to fit the design. If the image you're adjusting is acting as the background for your design, you can hold the Shift key while dragging on the image to pan while maintaining its position on the template. And you'll notice that anytime an image is selected, the Image Properties menu appears to help you customize it. Color Overlay lets you lay a color over your image in varying intensities to better fit the scheme of your design. You can add a simple border and create depth with a drop shadow. Use the Options menu to control the blend mode, opacity, and orientation of your image. You can even open the image in BeFunky's photo editor to access the full range of photo editing tools. When you're finished making your edits, one click takes you right back to where you were in creating your design. No matter what part of BeFunky you're working in, you have many different options for adding and customizing graphics. In the Graphics tab, you'll find all the graphics and basic shapes you could need to put the finishing touches on your projects. Click the Computer button to upload your own, or search our extensive library of customizable vector graphics and icons. Choose a popular tag, or enter a keyword, and click on any graphic you'd like to add to your collection. You'll find your selections under Your Graphics. Drag and drop them onto your photo to start customizing. Select a graphic to see familiar handles for resizing and rotating the item. You'll notice that anytime you click on a Graphic Properties menu appears. If your graphic only has a single color, you can change it with the Color Overlay option. For graphics with multiple colors, you'll see a swatch for each color. Click these to choose new colors. Use the Duplicate button or press D on your keyboard to create a copy of any graphic. From the Options menu, you can use the Move Forwards and Move Backwards buttons to adjust the placement of your layers. From this menu, you can also change the opacity, blend modes, and orientation of your graphics. Add and customize basic shapes to enhance your design. Choose from modular squares, circles, lines, polygons, and more. Anytime you're rearranging the elements on your template, snap lines appear to help you perfectly position them. And you can always give your shape some depth by adding a drop shadow. Go explore the rest of the shapes and take your designs to the next level. To add text to projects, you have 3 options. You can copy text from anywhere and paste it directly as a new layer. Start with a text patch, or use the Add Text button. Use the handles around the text box to change its size. The font size is responsive and will adjust accordingly. The handles on the sides of a text box will change the width of the box and automatically wrap your text to fit. You can reposition the text by dragging it wherever you'd like. The circle at the top lets you rotate your text. Every time you highlight a text box, the Text Properties menu appears, allowing you to customize the text. From there, you can access hundreds of free fonts by clicking the Font menu. Or access the Font Manager to upload fonts from your computer or Google Fonts. Anything you add can now be found in the Font menu. From the Text Properties menu, you can change the color of your text by clicking the color swatch. Use the eyedropper tool to select a color from your photo, or get a specific color by typing in the color hex code. You also have options to adjust the letter spacing, typographical emphasis, and alignment. The Options submenu contains tools to adjust opacity, blend modes, and more. Use the Duplicate button or press D on your keyboard to make a copy of any text box and keep all of your formatting choices the same. You can add a background to the text box, outline the letters, and highlight the text with easy on-off parameters. You can even add a drop shadow or curve your text. Each element on your design template is a layer that can be moved and adjusted. For example, you might have a text layer, a graphic layer, and an image layer. Each of the layers can be rearranged and adjusted separately, or you have the ability to group layers for adjusting them as one. To group layers, hold the Command key for Mac or Control key for Windows while selecting the layers you want to group together. You can also click and drag on the canvas to select your desired layers. Grouping layers allows you to move them as one. Resize and rotate the group using the blue handles. And use the Selection Properties menu to make additional edits to your group. By clicking Options, you're able to adjust the blend mode, opacity, and alignment. Clicking an Alignment button twice will align your elements within the group. You can also save your selection of layers as a group to be accessed later. Right-click and select Create Group. Give your group a name and click Create. All of the layers and groups in your design can be accessed by clicking on the Layers and Groups icon. You'll find that the Layers tab shows each of the layers in your design, and the Groups tab shows the groups you've created. If you have a group containing text and you adjust the size of your font, the other layers will adjust automatically. When you're ready to save your work, click the Save button at the top of the screen. You'll find several options for storing your work online, or save to your computer in JPEG, PNG, or PDF format. You can even share directly to Facebook. And with the Save as Project option, you can save your multi-layer projects in an editable format. Just give your project a name and save directly to BeFunky so you can access your work from anywhere. Optionally, store your project in a folder to keep things organized. When you're ready to continue working on your project, click the Open button to load it from the Project Manager and get right back to where you were working. Find everything you need to create what you're imagining at BeFunky.